Podcast Talk. Learn English naturally.
Talking about future.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Podcast Hub. I'm John.
And I'm Daniela. Thanks for joining us for today's episode about one of the most important conversation topics in any language.
Today, we're talking about the future, how to express plans, make predictions, discuss possibilities, and talk about your dreams and goals in English.
This is essential because we constantly talk about the future, what we're doing later today, our weekend plans, our career goals, our life dreams.
And English has multiple ways to express future time, each with slightly different meanings and uses.
So today, we'll break down all the different future forms, explain when to use each one, and give you tons of practical examples.
Plus, we'll discuss the vocabulary and expressions that native speakers use when talking about the future.
So let's start with the basics. John, what are the main ways to express future in English?
There are several key structures: will, going to, present continuous for future, present simple for future, and future continuous. Each has specific uses.
That sounds complicated, but don't worry, listeners, we'll make this clear and practical.
But before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications, and comment below. Let's start with will, because it's the most straightforward. When do we use will?
Will is used for spontaneous decisions, predictions based on opinion or belief, promises, and offers.
Let me give examples. Spontaneous decision. I'm thirsty. I'll get some water. You decided in that moment.
Prediction based on opinion. I think it will rain tomorrow. Or, she'll probably be late. She's always late.
Promise. I'll call you tonight. I promise. Or, don't worry, I'll help you with that.
Offer. I'll carry that for you. Or, I'll get the door.
Notice in all these cases, the decision or prediction is happening now, in the moment of speaking.
The structure is subject plus will plus base verb. I will go, she will come, they will help.
And the contraction is very common in spoken English. I'll, you'll, he'll, she'll, we'll, they'll.
Now, let's talk about going to. This is also very common for talking about the future, but it's used differently than will.
Going to is used for plans you've already made and predictions based on present evidence.
Can you give examples?
Plans. I'm going to visit my parents next week. You already decided this. It's not spontaneous.
We're going to buy a new car next month. The decision is already made.
Predictions based on evidence. Look at those dark clouds. It's going to rain.
Be careful, you're going to fall. You see evidence in the present that suggests this future outcome.
The structure is subject plus am is are plus going to plus base verb.
I'm going to study, she's going to travel, they're going to move.
In casual speech, going to often sounds like gonna. I'm gonna go instead of I'm going to go.
Now, let's discuss the difference between will and going to, because this confuses many learners.
Great point. The key difference is planning. Going to suggests prior planning. Will suggests spontaneity or opinion.
So if someone asks, what are your plans for Saturday? You'd answer with going to.
I'm going to see a movie on Saturday, and I'm going to have brunch with friends on Sunday.
Perfect. Now, someone knocks on your door. What do you say?
I'll get it. Spontaneous decision.
Excellent. Now let's talk about present continuous for future. This might surprise learners.
Yes, we can use present continuous, am, is, are, plus ing, to talk about future arrangements.
What's the difference between this and going to?
Present continuous emphasizes arrangements, usually fixed plans with specific times, often involving other people.
Examples?
I'm meeting Sarah for lunch tomorrow at noon. This is arranged, confirmed, specific.
I'm flying to London next Tuesday. The tickets are booked. It's happening.
She's starting her new job on Monday. It's officially scheduled.
So this is for definite arrangements, not just intentions.
Exactly. I'm going to start exercising is an intention. I'm going to the gym tomorrow at 6 p.m. is an arrangement.
Now let's discuss present simple for future. When do we use this?
Present simple is used for scheduled events, particularly timetables and schedules.
Like, Train schedules, movie times, class schedules, business hours?
Exactly. The train leaves at 3:30 p.m. The movie starts at 7 p.m. The store opens at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
My class begins on Monday. The conference ends on Friday.
It's for events that are scheduled and won't change, typically controlled by an organization or system.
Now let's talk about future continuous, will be plus ing. When do we use this?
Future continuous describes actions that will be in progress at a specific time in the future.
Can you give examples?
This time tomorrow, I'll be sitting on a beach in Hawaii. At that specific future moment, the action will be happening.
Don't call me at 8 p.m. I'll be having dinner with my family.
Next week at this time, we'll be celebrating our anniversary.
It emphasizes the duration or ongoing nature of the future action.
We also use it to ask about plans politely. Will you be using the car tomorrow? It sounds less direct than, will you use the car?
Now let's discuss time expressions that go with future tenses.
Common time markers include tomorrow, tonight, next week, month, year, in an hour, a week, 2 years, later, soon.
I'll see you tomorrow. She's coming next week. They're going to move in 3 months.
Also, the day after tomorrow, this weekend, this evening, in the near future, someday, eventually.
Now let's practice different future forms with the same basic meaning. How would you say plans for Saturday?
Using going to, I'm going to visit my grandmother on Saturday.
Using present continuous, I'm visiting my grandmother on Saturday.
Both are correct. The present continuous sounds slightly more definite, like it's already arranged.
Now let's talk about making predictions and speculating about the future.
For predictions, we often use will with words like probably, definitely, certainly, maybe, perhaps, possibly.
It will probably rain tomorrow. She'll definitely get the job. They'll maybe come to the party.
We can also use might or may for uncertainty. I might go to the gym later means maybe yes, maybe no.
She may call tonight, or they might not come.
Might and may suggest about 50% certainty. Will probably is higher certainty, maybe 70 to 80%. For things we're almost certain about, we say will definitely or just will.
Now let's discuss talking about intentions and plans for the distant future.
For long-term goals, we often say, I'm planning to, I'm hoping to, I intend to, or I aim to.
I'm planning to go to graduate school in a few years.
I'm hoping to travel around Europe next summer.
I intend to start my own business someday.
I aim to become fluent in 3 languages by the time I'm 30.
These expressions show intention but acknowledge uncertainty. Life can change.
Now let's talk about discussing dreams and aspirations.
For dreams, we use phrases like, I'd love to, I dream of, my goal is to, I hope to someday.
I'd love to write a book someday.
I dream of living in Paris.
I dream of running a marathon.
I hope to someday make a difference in people's lives.
These are more emotional and aspirational than concrete plans.
Now let's discuss asking about future plans. What are common questions?
What are you doing later, tonight, this weekend, next week?
Do you have any plans for?
What are you going to do after graduation, work, or this?
Are you doing anything special for?
What do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
Let's practice. Daniela, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to the farmer's market on Saturday morning, and then I'm meeting some friends for brunch. Sunday, I'll probably just relax at home. I might watch some movies.
Nice. Notice how you use different future forms naturally. Present continuous for the definite arrangement, going to for your plan, will probably for a likely scenario, and might for something uncertain.
Exactly. In natural speech, we mix these forms depending on how definite or certain we are.
Now let's talk about conditional sentences for hypothetical futures.
These are if sentences about possible or imaginary futures.
First conditional is for real possibilities. If it rains tomorrow, I'll stay home.
If I get the job, I'll move to New York.
The structure is if plus present simple, will plus base verb.
Second conditional is for imaginary or unlikely situations. If I won the lottery, I would travel the world.
If I were you, I would apply for that job.
Structure, if plus past simple, would plus base verb.
These are useful for talking about hypothetical futures or giving advice.
Now let's discuss expressing certainty and uncertainty about the future.
For strong certainty, I'm definitely going to. I'm sure I'll. There's no doubt that. Without a doubt.
I'm definitely going to finish this project by Friday.
I'm sure she'll love this gift.
I'm not sure if I'll have time.
Maybe I'll see you there.
I don't know whether I'll be able to make it.
Now let's discuss changing plans and discussing alternatives.
If plans change, we say, I was going to, but now I'm going to.
I was going to the gym, but now I'm going to rest. I'm too tired.
We were going to fly, but now we're going to drive instead.
For suggesting alternatives, if that doesn't work, we can, or alternatively, we could. If the restaurant is full, we can go to that cafe instead.
Now let's discuss talking about deadlines and schedules.
I need to finish this by Friday. The deadline is next Tuesday. We have until the end of the month.
I'm supposed to submit this tomorrow.
It's due on Monday.
I have to have this done by 5 p.m.
Notice we use present tenses even though we're talking about future because we're stating requirements or deadlines.
Now let's talk about discussing weather in the future.
Weather predictions use will or going to. It'll rain tomorrow or it's going to be sunny.
The forecast says it will be 75 degrees.
According to the weather app, it's going to snow on Wednesday.
I think it'll be nice this weekend.
Now let's discuss life milestones and future events.
For major life events, we use various future forms. I'm getting married next June.
She's going to have a baby in March.
I'll graduate next year.
We're moving to a new house next month.
I'm starting my new job on Monday.
Now let's do a comprehensive dialogue about future plans. I'll ask you about your future.
Sounds great.
So, Daniela, what are your plans for the rest of today?
Well, after we finish recording this podcast, I'm going to grab some lunch. Then I have a doctor's appointment at 2:30. This evening, I'll probably just cook dinner and relax.
Nice. And what about this weekend?
Saturday, I'm going hiking with some friends. We're meeting at 8 a.m. Sunday, I might visit my parents, but I'm not sure yet. It depends on the weather and how tired I am.
Sounds good. What about your plans for the next few months?
I'm planning to take a vacation in August. I'm thinking about going to Greece. I'm also going to start taking Spanish classes in September. I've been wanting to learn Spanish for years.
That's exciting. And what about long term? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a big question. I hope to have advanced in my career. Maybe I'll be in a management position. I'd love to have traveled to at least 10 new countries, and I'm hoping to buy my own apartment. But who knows what will actually happen? Life is unpredictable.
Perfect example of natural future talk. Notice how you use different forms and levels of certainty.
Right. Definite arrangements with present continuous, plans with going to, possibilities with might and maybe, and dreams with I hope to and I'd love to.
Now let's talk about formal versus informal ways of discussing the future.
In formal contexts, job interviews, business meetings, academic presentations, we tend to use fuller forms and more formal vocabulary.
I intend to pursue a career in finance. Sounds more formal than I'm going to work in finance.
We shall implement these changes by Q3 is very formal. In casual speech, we'd say, we'll make these changes by September.
Shall is particularly formal and mostly British now. Americans rarely use it except in questions like, shall we go?
Now let's discuss expressing hope and fear about the future.
For hopes, I hope that, hopefully, I'm hoping to, with any luck.
I hope I get the job.
Hopefully, the weather will be nice.
I'm hoping to hear back from them soon.
With any luck, we'll arrive on time.
For fears or worries, I'm worried that, I'm afraid, I hope, doesn't or won't.
I'm worried that I won't finish in time.
I'm afraid the traffic will be terrible.
I hope it doesn't rain.
Now let's talk about making promises and commitments.
I promise I guarantee, I give you my word, you have my word.
I promise I'll call you when I arrive.
I guarantee we'll finish on time.
I give you my word. I won't tell anyone.
These expressions emphasize commitment and reliability.
Now let's discuss refusing or declining future plans politely.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm afraid I won't be able to. Unfortunately, I have plans already.
I wish I could, but I can't.
Thanks for the invitation, but I'm going to have to pass.
I'd love to, but I won't be in town.
These are polite ways to decline without being rude.
Now let's talk about making suggestions for future activities.
Why don't we? How about we? Let's. We could. What if we?
Why don't we go to the beach this weekend?
How about we meet for coffee tomorrow?
Let's go to that new restaurant.
We could watch a movie tonight.
What if we postpone it until next week?
These all suggest future activities in a friendly, inclusive way.
Now let's discuss talking about technological or societal future.
For predictions about the world, in the future, by 2050, in 20 years, eventually, someday.
In the future, cars will drive themselves.
By 2050, we'll probably have colonies on Mars.
Eventually, renewable energy will replace fossil fuels.
Eventually, robots will do most manual labor.
For these big predictions, will is most common, often with probably or likely.
Now let's discuss continuous versus completed actions in the future.
We've talked about future continuous, will be doing. This emphasizes the action will be in progress.
This time next year, I'll be living in Tokyo. Suggest you'll be in the middle of that experience.
Versus, by this time next year, I'll have moved to Tokyo, future perfect, suggests it will be completed.
Future perfect is will have past participle. It's used for actions that will be completed before a specific future time.
By the time you arrive, I'll have finished cooking.
She'll have graduated by June.
We'll have been married for 10 years next month.
It's less common in everyday speech, but useful for emphasizing completion before a deadline.
Now let's discuss common mistakes learners make with future tenses.
One mistake is using will after when, if, before, after, until in time clauses.
Incorrect, when I will arrive, I'll call you. Correct, when I arrive, I'll call you.
Incorrect, if it will rain, we'll stay home. Correct, if it rains, we'll stay home.
In time and conditional clauses, we use present tense even though we're talking about the future.
Another mistake is overusing will when going to or present continuous would be more natural.
For planned actions, going to or present continuous sounds more natural than will.
I will visit Paris next month is grammatically correct, but sounds stiff. I'm going to visit Paris or I'm visiting Paris sounds more natural.
Now, as we wrap up, let's create a quick reference guide for when to use each future form.
And remember, in natural conversation, native speakers mix these forms fluidly based on certainty and context.
Exactly. Don't overthink it. With practice, it becomes natural.
Thank you all so much for joining us on English Podcast Hub today. We hope this episode has clarified how to talk about the future in English.
Remember, talking about the future is a huge part of everyday conversation. Master these forms and your English will sound much more natural.
If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with other English learners.
And practice. Talk about your plans for tomorrow, your dreams for next year, your predictions for the future.
Until next time, plan ahead, dream big, and keep improving your English.
See you in the future.